Duckett was arrested for his murder and actually confessed on the gallows. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm back in Ipswich for another history walk, and in this video I'm going to look at the town's grim past, because this video is all about executions and their locations. The years 1515 to 1558 were a period of political and religious tumult when London vied with Rome in the publication of new heresy laws. These were crimes which could be punishable by burning at the stake. And here in Ipswich Marketplace, just behind me, was one of the execution sites of Ipswich. In total, 9 people were burnt here for their Protestant beliefs, and they became known as the Ipswich Martyrs. Public executions were common at this time, especially during the years of Mary I from 1553 to 1558. Over 300 people were burnt at the stake around the country, and also here in Ipswich. It's no wonder that Mary I got the nickname of Bloody Mary. The Ipswich Martyrs were not the only people burnt at the stake here in the market square of Ipswich. In 1644, Mary Lackland was tried for witchcraft by the notorious witchfinder general, Matthew Hopkins. She was found guilty and burnt at the stake here on the 2nd of August, 1645. The old market square here was not the only location for Ipswich, because Ipswich had a prison, and many prisoners there were hung. So let's go over there and find out what happened, and on the way we'll discover more about the history of Ipswich. One of the people associated with Ipswich was the cartoonist Giles, and he worked in Ipswich for over 50 years, working for the Express newspapers. One of the characters in his cartoon drawings was that of Grandma, and there's a statue of her here in one of the market squares. And it was unveiled on the 4th of September 1993 by the actor Warren Mitchell. And the statue looks out over the building where Giles used to work. I did enjoy reading Giles when I was younger. I've still got all the old books at home, so perhaps I should dig them all out and have a read again. Looking at that statue has just rekindled my interest in Giles cartoons. Just taking a walk up Dial Lane, and on the right hand side is the old church of St Lawrence. The church dates from the 15th century, but unfortunately it's no longer open. It is now a delightful little cafe. But what's interesting about this church is the set of bells that's up in the tower, because they're in the Guinness Book of Records as being the oldest set of bells in the country. 4 of them date from the year 1450, and 1 of them from the year 1480. And that's supposed to be paid for by Thomas Wolsey's uncle, a man called Edmund Dorndy. Just walked past the White Horse Hotel. It's currently empty, and it's been empty for a while now, looking a bit of a sorry state for itself. The front of the hotel is Georgian, but there are timbers on the inside which go back to the days when it was a pub, an inn called the White Horse Inn, now the White Horse Hotel. And this dates from about 1518. Now, the notable author Charles Dickens visited Ipswich on numerous occasions, and he actually mentions the hotel in one of his books, The Pickwick Papers. It's interesting to note that when the hotel was operational, there was a dining room there, restaurant, and it was called the Nickleby, another character from works of Charles Dickens. Just on the left is the Regent Theatre. Oh dear, it's noisy. Just on the left is the Regent Theatre, and it opened in 1929 as the Cine Variety Hall, and was one of the first picture halls in the country to show talking pictures. It's very popular in the 1950s to 1960s, and groups like Buddy Holly and the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix all played there. In the 1970s it became the Gaumont, and it changed its name to the Regent back in 1991. It's a lovely theatre inside. I've seen a few plays there myself, and yeah, what a great venue it is for entertainment. But what I've come to see is the old prison area, and that's the building on my right hand side. The building is called the County Gaol and House of Corrections, and it was constructed between 1786 and 1790. It opened as a prison in 1820 and closed in 1878. From 1909 to 2002, it was the home of East Suffolk County Council. However, this is also one of the execution sites of Ipswich, and the last public hanging took place just outside the walls on the 14th of April 1863. And that hanging took place in the archway behind me. Was called John Ducker, and he was accused of killing the policeman, a man called Ebenezer Tye. On the 24th of November 1862, Ebenezer was assigned to watch Clark's Yard in Chetterdon Street, Halesworth, which is where Duckett lived. Tye was never seen again, and he was aged 24 when he died. Duckett was arrested for his murder and actually confessed on the gallows. It's said that around 4,000 to 5,000 people turned out to watch him hang. The site of the execution was the entrance yard just around the corner from me, and Ducker was the last person publicly hanged in the county of Suffolk. Executions after that took place inside the prison, and there were many more executions. Now, Thomas Day was aged 31 when he was hung on the 13th of November 1883. And he was accused of murdering a bastard child. George Sanders, aged 29, well, he was hung on the 16th of February 1886 for the murder of his wife. William Flack was aged just 18 when he was hanged on the 17th of August 1853 for murdering Maria Steggles. And George Nunn, also 18, he was hung on the 21st of November 1899 for the murder of a lady called Elizabeth Dixon, a married woman who Nunn had admitted to raping. The old prison has been empty now for nearly 20 years. And I'm quite surprised that the council hasn't opened it up as a museum to crime and punishment. So many former prisons throughout the country have been turned into museums, so I'm not sure that has to be better than keeping it empty. But anyway, this is where I end this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And I look forward to seeing you next time for another history walk around another town.